Good morning, folks. This is the All Access SPY report taking a look at SPY and noticing, first of all, that we do have continued rollover and gapping down right now with a low at about 168. That looks like this congestion. Got a couple of things going on. Listen, chart's not rolling over, no doomsday event here, just coming into support. Okay, what's the support? Well, how long has it been since it tested the 200? A month and 10 days? Something like that? So, doesn't it seem likely that that's where it might go? Yeah, probably. On a 4-hour chart anyway, that seems pretty legitimate. Not that it doesn't extend for months and months, but in this case, we have a pretty wave that completed an ABCD pattern. All of a sudden, we've got ourselves nice downside momentum, and we're just pulling into support. We've got several gaps. We've got a gap that's being created by today's price action. Listen, gap rules are in effect. What does that mean? That means that if you are looking at a price trigger and it gaps down into that price trigger to go short, it is unreasonable to take that trigger at the open. Why? Poor fill, higher risk, all kinds of things. Gaps have a tendency to fill. So what you want to do is watch them come back up into relative resistance and then lose the level. This week, what is my thought? My thought is if we're losing this space, seems likely that we come into this region, 167.40 and 166.70 on the pullback, with a very, very likely test of coming into the 200, which may be somewhere around the gap fill by the time it's all said and done at 165.69 on the downside. Recapturing 170.30, 170.50 should push us to the upside here. If you're looking for very definitive levels of how to trade them, you can find those in the SPY membership data on the site. But overall, as a general recap, we want to get out of this noise. Once it gets out of this noise, you'll be able to trade it, whether it's to the upside or the downside. That's just it for the day. That's exactly what this chart is doing. It's in congestion, coming into the baseline of congestion, and it could easily pop from here, also taking the counter trend long as it recovers, is something that you can do. I suspect that in order to get out of this noise here, we test S1, pop, that's the weekly S1, pop into the midline and then make a decision. So this retest of the 169-ish area is going to be the real moment of truth, because if it fails, it's going to come down into the midline very easily, the 166.50-ish area, and then and the gap fill. Okay, so good luck trading today. Again, best scenario, stay out of the middle of this region. If it comes into the edges, you can consider the counter trend long intraday. Comes into the edge here, you can consider the counter trend short intraday. And if it gaps down and begins to fill, you've got another chance at the counter trend long to the upside. All in all, market's a little bit muddy and a little bit skittish. Good luck trading.